Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this marvellous, marvellous midweek hump. That's it, baby. It's the midweek hump. We're here. It's Wednesday. And I think yesterday I thought it was Thursday. I have no idea what's going on. I just don't ever know what day it is. If you've come here to find out what the day is, it ain't happening. But for this video, we are heading back from Tenerife and heading back overseas, back into the United States, to Moscow, Idaho, to discuss the resignation. That's it, the resignation of none other than Ann Taylor. I don't know what's going on here. Everyone's losing their shit because it's like, Ann Taylor's resigning. She's resigned from Kootenai Public Defender's Office. It's mad. It's indicative of corruption, and she knows something. She's getting ready to drop a bomb, and that doesn't appear to be the case. If you are unaware of what's going on here, yes, Ann Taylor, seemingly from a from a paperwork, from an admin perspective, she seems to have resigned. Well, not seem to. She fucking flat out has resigned as Kootenai Public Defender, the position. But it would seem that not everything is as straightforward as what some people may think. So this is what we're going to look at here. So this pertains to the source of funding for Kohberger's defence. Ann Taylor will still be the lead defence attorney for Brian Kohberger, although she is resigning from the Kootenai County Public Defender's Office effective July 15th. Therefore, the provider of Kohberger's defence will be replaced, as indicated by the title. Let's just see if we can click up on that. It might not let me see this, but it depends if my VPN has flipped over. No, here we go. So this is what we got here. So Boise, Idaho, Governor Brad Little has appointed Eric Frederickson as a state public defender to lead the newly created office of the state public defender. So there's been this creation of a new office. That is basically what is going on here. Let's go back out of here, and I think they've got this segment here. Whereas the original agreement needs to be terminated and replaced with a new agreement due to Ann C. Taylor's resignation from the Kootenai County Public Defender's Office effective July 15th, 2024, the creation of the Office of the State Public Defender and the enactment of Idaho Code 196001, which releases counties from any further financial or legal obligation to provide indigent defense, and requires the state of Idaho to assume the full financial and legal obligation to provide indigent public defense. So this seems to be more about money. Who is obviously that we know, we've spoken about this. You've got Bill Thompson, God bless his soul. Not that he's dead. Don't think he's dead. I'm just saying something nice about him because I know this is a very stressful time, 50 Shades of Red and all that. But yeah, that seems to be what the issue is here. Yes, she's quit from that office. They've created a new one, and I would imagine that this is to do with trying to be a redirection of funding to try and take potentially some of the pressure off where the funds were coming from. At the end of the day, what's she on? $200 an hour? While she is public defender for Brian Kohberger. Now, let me know down below if you think that my kind of understand, because at the end of the day, I'm just a layman. But I've been reading the bits and pieces, and that seems to be what this is about. It's about redirection of funds, and because they know that this is now going to be carrying on well into kind of next year now, as we have a June 2nd trial date for Brian Kohberger. So that's it. I think they've just decided that, yeah, this is the best route to take. Let's drop that, start this up, and away we go. But apart from that, there isn't really a lot happening in the Idaho 4 case whatsoever. Obviously, we're waiting to see whether any new court dates come out to discuss anything further. We've got upcoming deadlines that may lead to additional hearings between now and then. I believe that's in September. But yeah, it is just now really thinking about the trial that's going to be hopefully set in stone now, and we'll be covering it then. Now, if anything new comes out in the Idaho 4 case, I will absolutely 100% bring it to you. I'm just not going to anymore be talking about the things that we've already spoken about. I know I've said it multiple times, but we get to a point where that does have to stop. And I think just rinse and repeating some of the things that we've been discussing in the Idaho 4 case is now just simply monotonous. It's not helpful. You could argue that it was never helpful, but it kept the case alive. It kept people talking about it. Like the Jay Slater case, we're talking about it because the young man is missing. And we want people to keep their eyes on it, because while people have their eyes on these things, it does have an impact as to how these things are dealt with. And I think that to a degree, it makes people aware that the world is watching. And when the world's watching, they're less likely to do anything that shouldn't be done. I wish you could just trust those in power, but sadly you can't. And I just think it helps when they think they're being watched. So, yeah, in terms of the Idaho 4, no rinse and repeating of the stuff that there's other channels that are doing that. So from an entertainment perspective, I guess, there's channels out there that will satisfy that itch. But this channel will be speaking about it as and when new stuff comes out, new docs, new things that, that helps towards where we're heading, which is this 2nd of June trial next year. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the Ann Taylor situation, and I will catch you all in the next one.